What happens on each day of the festival? I know it's 4 days.
4 days. It starts off on a Thursday night, and it'll be a big kickoff party. And we'll get to highlight the filmmakers that are in town. We'll get to give awards out that evening, so people will get to know which films have been selected. The filmmakers will get to carry around their awards and be really loud and proud for the entire weekend. Then on Friday, we'll have another significant event Friday evening, as well as showing films. Of course, it's about showing films every day. Then Saturday is an interesting component. It's dedicated beyond just the grasp of film and an event. We have an entire educational component that we're developing. And that's going to involve kids from the 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th grade level, where they're going to work on scoring a film. They're going to work on actually making short films. And we also have the high school film competition, which Chris alluded to earlier, that we've done in the past. And we're incorporating that in as well. We're also working with the colleges to provide content. So the idea here is to showcase what Dubuque can do locally and what type of film arts education path we have available.
And I think he brings up a really good point. Using the education arc is something that's so important to the community and to enhancing what we're doing here. Instead of bringing it in and saying, oh, look at all these other people here, and then they all go away. What we're doing is we're leaving a really good residual behind. An art residual, a motivational residual, keeping people staying here thinking, I can work as a filmmaker in Dubuque, Iowa, when maybe that thought never crossed their mind before. Because there's a lot of people starting to do that.
And then Saturday night, the significant event we have is a silent film showcase. And literally, we will be showing a silent film with an original score played by a local pops orchestra right underneath. And we had
really
the experience this last year of seeing a film done that way, and it's amazing how powerful and engaging that
You can't believe how
process
great it is to sit there live, and you almost forget, it's so intense, you almost forget that you're watching. It kind of sweeps you up, and you almost forget that you're sitting in front of a live orchestra, and they do such a beautiful job with it. And then the film, of course, is just...
It's really interesting because this is how it was done originally. And
yeah.
You know, and here we are now in the 20th century, and now we have an opportunity to bring that art form back.
Well, there's all this technology that makes everything easy, and we become very bombarded by it. And you just assume everything's supposed to be state of the art, and then you go step back in time, and this is how they do it, and you realize, oh my God, it's so simple, but it's so effective. It's so beautiful, and again, it leaves you with that experience where you've seen, smelled, tasted, touched things in a film, you know, and to have the live orchestra, because when I was watching it in Beloit, I kept looking at the movie and then looking at the orchestra and looking at the movie, and then it's a very almost tactile way to watch film.
Yeah.
It's like a bigger scale almost.
Yeah,
absolutely.
right. And it's like I said, it sweeps you in because you're live. Your body can feel the music, you know, as opposed to being in sense around where, you know, of course they're going to have that.
I mean, they talk about 3D now and everything like
right.
that, but I mean,
this is 3D.
It's
exactly.
You get even more than that.
We'll even give you glasses to watch it with. Silent film showcase glasses. I like it.
Now that's Saturday. Now Sunday.
Sunday we'll be showing films again, and there'll be some type of closing party as well on Sunday. But Sunday is that last day that we give all the filmmakers and the people that are in town here to come back and see the remaining films. Also, it gives us a pickup date for films that have, you know, every festival has a couple films that spin out in a good way, where they become the hot ticket, and that'll give us an opportunity to move some of those films into additional screening slots.
Cool. Very cool. So that's all 4 days encompassed there.
Absolutely.
It is.
Very nice.
And you'll be attending all 4 days.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, good.
Yes, I'll be there. I plan to be there.